and welcome to Star Citizen Check-In. I am Snarky, this is Snarky.Live, and we talk about Star Citizen for about 5 minutes or so. Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. It doesn't matter. So we are back in the past in 3.17.5. I was having all kinds of issues in 3.18 on the PTU. But I did manage to rack up pretty high crime stat on there too. So I wanted to go to SPK, but the game was just not having it. I think just because they're doing the Xeno threat tonight, the server's really laggy, and so I'm just having issues with everything: quantum jumping, doors opening, elevators, just everything. Plus lots more crashes to desktop. So we are here on Hurston, going to Ishmael, and we're gonna check out some trees and just look around and chill and vibe, and talk about some stuff, I guess. So one thing I was thinking about is like at the outpost. Yeah, Jesus, didn't even spawn by the time we got here. But I was thinking, there's just lots of places in Star Citizen that most people will probably just never go to or be. Like if you don't run certain missions, then it's unlikely that you'll go to certain outposts. And so one of those outposts is this one, which I don't think I've ever been assigned to it for a mission. But it is like a hostile shoot at you outpost. Eventually the turrets will spawn here and it'll attack us. But this one I like because it has a lot of trees around it, which you don't really see a lot of in Star Citizen. Most of the planets are pretty... Well, the planets all vary more or less, but overall they're pretty barren. So you have to hunt for trees on Microtech. You have to hunt for trees on Hurston if you want to see them. Well, I mean, maybe not on Microtech. On Microtech there's a lot of areas where, I mean, it's like snowy though, so it's not really green trees. If you want to see green trees on Microtech, they're hard to come by. Most of the trees in the game, I'm not sure how many they have. But it's probably like a single digit number of tree shapes, and then they just like rotate and scale them accordingly. And then the textures don't scale because it's like a shader. So you could have a bigger or smaller tree, but the shader doesn't get all jacked up. And then that's just kind of how they vary them. So this tree, it has a thing sticking out there. This tree has a thing sticking out there. I mean, they're all very similar, but they're rotated different ways and scaled. This one looks a little bit stringier, but they can also, I think they can scale them in multiple ways too, because it's like a, I don't know. This one looks different, kind of stringier. I don't know how many they have, but I think it's a single digit number of trees that they have per a biome. And then that single digit number of different trees, they scale and rotate and stuff. But, if you told me that an entire forest in Star Citizen was anywhere between 3 and 7 trees, I'd believe you. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a aspiring massively multiplayer online game. But I don't know. I just think it's interesting to come and look at things and just see how they would. I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, are you really? I mean, you're not going to come out here. I mean, you might. I mean, you might come out here for some scientific mission to go scan these fruits or harvest something. Um, but really, this is just a backdrop to, an aerial battle above this forest, basically. Or, you know, a place where you land before you go into this bunker right here. And, it doesn't have to look good, but I do think it looks fairly good. I mean, here they could probably do a little bit better with the actual grasslands, but it looks pretty good. Well, I think that's it for this one. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day or evening or whatever you're going to have, and talk to you next time.